This is Friday Night Beyond the Lights on WUTR.
Friday Night Beyond the Lights became Friday Night Without the Lights at Central Valley Academy in the third minute of the game against 18th ranked New Hartford. The lights, scoreboard, and speaker system went out. They did eventually power back on in the meantime, just like we just had that happen. And there was lightning in the area though, so the game was delayed, then more lightning, and then lightning again. So the Class B East Showdown has been postponed to tomorrow at 2:30. No score in quarter one. Same deal for Holland Patton at Little Falls. In a Class C matchup, it never even started. They'll try again tomorrow at 7. That did not mean that we were without plenty of action, though. The Class D Northwest Division title was on the line tonight, with state-ranked number 7 Adirondack hosting state-ranked number 15 Cato Meridian. Both teams were undefeated. Late in the first quarter, that was Wildcats quarterback Brett Sanford who took it himself and then does it again in the final minutes of the half. That plows his way through to make it 16-0 Adirondack. Sanford doubles his number of rushing touchdowns on the season, and 2 minutes later, Sanford doing it all. There's another one. 22-6 Wildcats. The Wildcats roar to a 25-point victory and remain as the only undefeated team in Class D, except for Dolgeville, who plays tomorrow. Proctor played on a Friday once again, and again on the road for that one. At Nottingham, a chance for the Raiders to get a win over a winless team, and the Bulldogs had scored first, but all Proctor after that. Credit to Tayshawn Patterson, who there spins past a defender, keeps it going. Proctor with nearly 600 yards of total offense tonight. More than half of that is credited to Patterson, who there caps it off with the score. He had 4 touchdowns and almost 330 yards just alone himself, as the Raiders score 56 unanswered points in a row. Proctor wins 56-8 to improve to 3-3 on the season. Also, Class AA, Rome Free Academy playing at Liverpool, opening possession of the game. The Black Knights make it look easy. Evan Carlson Stevenson drops the screen to Caden McCastill. 11-yard touchdown makes it 7-0 RFA, but Rome struggles the rest of the way and allows 42 unanswered points. The Black Knights fall 2 games in a row for the first time this season. Just ahead tonight, we have Whitesboro football looking to start its first winning streak of the year. How did they fare? Stay tuned.
This is Friday Night Beyond the Lights on WUTR.
Whitesboro's coming off a win over Class AA team in Nottingham just last week, looking to keep the momentum going tonight. Back at home, claw their way back to 500 this season if they get the win. 3 minutes into a Class A national matchup, so it's a divisional one, and you're looking to make the playoffs from your division standings. Running game working well against the rival Central Square, and Deshaun Hutchinson gets to the corner over the end zone. 6-0 Warriors early. Then on the Redhawks' second possession of the game, ball is loose. Senior Sammy Schoen is all over it and uses gravity to fall on it. Causes the turnover, leads to that run by quarterback Colin Skirmont, who scores the touchdown. 12-0 Whitesboro, was 18-0 Warriors at the half. Skirmont had just run for 4 touchdowns last week, but right there, it looks like he got banged up on the play. Head coach Curtis Schmidt says after the game that it was an ankle injury, but he should be fine. 32-8 final as the Warriors now improve to 3-3 overall with 1 week to go. In Class C, Division I, Clinton looking to cash in again after their first win of the season last week. Ryan Chmielewski rolling out, finding Wyatt Wilcox for the 12-yard gain less than 5 minutes before the half. A play later, Chmielewski across the middle to Patrick Ward, who punches it in. So Clinton pushes its lead to 21-7, but the Warriors falter and give up the lead. They're outscored by 20 the rest of the way. In college football, Colgate and Syracuse, both are Division I schools locally, in action tonight. The Raiders got tripped up by Cornell. Colgate falls to 2-5 overall this season. Meanwhile, Syracuse got so close to beating Clemson once again. We've seen this script before. The Orange missed a 48-yard field goal that would have tied the game on a 4th and 1 in the final seconds. SU has now lost 3 in a row. A lot of action tonight, but we have more this weekend, including those postponed games. So what else will there be? Well, the Utica Comets is one of those answers. Finally, the season's back. We spoke with Comets General Manager Dan McKinnon in advance of the Comets season opener this Sunday. What he says makes this year's roster pretty special. Just 2 minutes away.
You're watching Friday Night Beyond the Lights on WUTR.
Utica Comets season opener is this Sunday. The roster was announced yesterday, and today the team added another player to it. The New Jersey Devils have activated forward Tice Thompson from the injured reserve, and they've assigned him to Utica. And Comets general manager Dan McKinnon says that he will be evaluating the play of the New Jersey Devils in their season opener, which was tonight, an overtime win, and over the next few days that he can make the tough decisions about who else would need to be sent to the AHL once the other three players on the injured reserve are activated. And when looking at the Comets roster, McKinnon says that Comets fans this year can expect a pretty well-rounded team.
We feel we've got a group down there that does blend young NHL prospects, but also some HL veteran type guys that are there for a reason. You know, character, obviously you're able to play and be productive at that level, but that was a priority for us to blend the two together. This sort of youth that we have coming on the heels of having all these high draft picks over the last several years. And then, you know, older guys that know how to conduct themselves the right way on and off the ice. And I think we're going to have a winning product down there. But I also think we're going to have a great group of people in that locker room. They're going to help our younger players develop.
And mentioned Colton White as a player who is in New Jersey's starting lineup tonight and did play, who might actually later be a leader here in Utica. He also says goalie Scott Wedgwood would likely spend time in Utica once Mackenzie Blackwood, the starting goalie for the Devils, is healthy. The Comets season opener is this Sunday at home, 3 p.m. against Rochester. So after the break, it's the moment you've been waiting for all week. We'll reveal this week's Eyewitness Sports Athlete of the Week. That's next.
This is Friday Night Beyond the Lights on WUTR.
It's that time of week once again where we get to do a feature for one standout athlete from the Mohawk Valley. And this week's Eyewitness Sports Athlete of the Week has almost single-footedly brought her team to sectional playoffs this year. She leads her soccer team in goals with 24, which is 20 more than the second most on the team. She is Oriskany girls varsity soccer senior, Madeline Dennison. I guess you already know, so we'll start off by saying congratulations, you've been named Athlete of the Week.
Thank you.
So obviously you've done well this season statistically, so we'll start there with the fact that you have 22 goals so far this season, and it's almost the end of the season, and you lead the team by far in scoring. What does that mean to you to be able to help contribute to the team's wins like that?
It's amazing because you can't play a soccer game without offense. It's defense and offense, but to be there and supporting my team, putting up goals, winning us games, it's amazing. I love it.
Your team has qualified for sectionals when you won over Herkimer 3-2. I think you scored the game-winning goal kind of from the right side, went underneath the crossbar.
Yeah.
We were there for that, so that was pretty cool. To have this team qualify for sectionals and know the contribution that you personally had to bringing your whole team with you there, how significant is that in your mind?
Oh, it's amazing. I go home and I just smile, and I'll be doing my homework. I'll just be smiling, I love it, and my whole team's behind me, and it's amazing, and they're always supporting me, and I love it.
You were just telling me you've played soccer since you're 4 years old. Why have you stuck with the game for so long?
I knew I wanted to play soccer and play in college since I was 10 years old. My parents put me in ASO since I could walk, and that's the best. I'm forever grateful for my parents for that one, because I don't think I would play if they didn't put me in at that young age.
With sectionals ahead, what's kind of your mindset and the team's mindset?
We just want to make it as far as we can. I've only been to sectionals first round, so I'm really looking for at least a second round or third round, fourth round, whatever we can get. But I hope we get our seating up and then we can play home, so that way we have more support from our community and people can come.
What does it mean to you to be part of the Oriskany girls soccer team?
It's amazing because I get to play soccer with the people I go to school with, and then I also play club ball for Rising Stars. So I get two different mindsets kind of. So I really like it because I feel like we all go to school together, so we're friends. We hang out outside of school and on the field, so I feel like we have a really close bond than everyone just coming from other schools.
Obviously, I think you actually have a sister on the team.
Yes.
If the last names are related. And but I'm sure, how do you feel as a whole team? What's the kind of the bond that you've developed with your teammates?
I feel like we all know each other personally, and we all we know our strengths and weaknesses of each other, so I think we can all work together to help somebody with a weakness and provide their strong suit. So we know who's good at assists, so we always get them the ball to make a beautiful cross or to finish a goal. So we all know who can do what and when.
Well, your strength has been scoring. So how do you know when to shoot? I mean, how do you calculate when the right time in this fast-paced game is to be able to attack and score like you have?
That is a weakness of mine, actually. But I normally, a lot of them are like, I just kind of feel like this is the spot I want to take the shot. So I look at that spot and I get to that spot and I shoot that ball.
So if that's a weakness, but it winds up working out, what's the secret?
I don't even know. I guess just from playing for 15 years, 14 years, you just kind of get a feel for it and you see the goal and you want the ball in the back of the net.
And one other thing for you, how would you describe kind of your style of play?
I would say I look for opportunities for my other teammates, but like also to get on that scoreboard, get a goal, and just positive thoughts always.
Positive thoughts always. Take that with you into the weekend and have a very good one. Stay friendly, and we'll see you next Monday.